Hi everyone, welcome to part 2, a day in the life here at Bradwood Farm Greenhouse. Today we're going to clean some channels, do some pelleted seeding, and top the tomato plants. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the easy seeds to do, which are pelleted seeds. What I have here is basil seeds that are pelleted, multi-seeded in each one. So much easier to get into the cubes. And everybody knows how much of a pain basil seeds are because they're really small. But they are cool when you get them wet and they get the white fuzzy on them. I pulled all my basil, so I'm planting some more so we can have it for the family. So now in the next cube here, I'm going to do some lettuce seeds. I'm going to do some mûre because that's everyone's favorite here in the family. And these ones are even easier because they're a little bit bigger seed, or bigger pelleted. It has a clay coating on them. And you can buy seeders to do this, but for us this is more economical. Tweezers come in handy. As you can tell, we're getting to the end of the farm market season. We haven't leaned and lowered the tomatoes for a while. We have quite a few ripe ones that I'm going to harvest first. And then I'm going to top these off so they don't keep growing and just keep the bottoms going for a few more weeks that we have the farm market to have a few ripe tomatoes. So as you can tell, we always leave our tomatoes on the vines until they get vine ripened. And look how pretty these are. Nice uniform shape, nice deep red color, really good slicers. Not sure if you can see it, but we do have a few white flies in here, so that's another good reason to get these plants out of here. Boy, these guys really got out of control. End of season, we kind of let the plants go because everybody at the market has tomatoes, and we get ours started early in the year. So we're going to get these cleaned out of here. And then we're going to clean all the BATO buckets and start some beans and lima beans and peas and stuff for the winter time for us. Nothing better than having fresh vegetables in the winter. So I'm going to get some water going here in my bucket and put a little bit of bleach in it. And the channels I'm going to be washing have been sitting for a few weeks, so there's some really bad dried debris in there. So I'm going to pour some of this bleach solution down the channel, let it soak and lift up everything that's in there so it's easier to wash. I always measure my bleach out. So I put 50 milliliters of bleach in the bucket, and this is a 2.5 gallon bucket I use. So this is the section I want to clean today. As you can tell, it's been sitting for a while. It's got dried leaves on there, and there's some root mass in there that's dried on there. So like I said, we got to soften it up, so I pour a little bit of water down each one. That one's already clean. Doesn't take too much. Oops. You want to make sure the channels aren't into the return line. So I'm going to let that sit for about 5 minutes and I'll come back and start washing the channels. Okay, so ready to clean some channels. So you can see how the water has loosened this up. Not quite all the way loose, but I should be able to get most of it up pretty easily. So as you can tell, there's some dried leaves on this channel, and I found out over years of cleaning them that when you go to start, you kind of wipe the top down and it kind of loosens up the dead leaves up for you. Makes it easier to clean. Another use for plant tags. They work really good at scraping up dead roots. So I try not to let the channels go this long, but every once in a while it happens, so you just clean them out. You always want to make sure you have your garbage can close by to put all the dead stuff in. So I've been told you want to get like 90% of the debris out of the channels. And you definitely want to clean the tops too. I hope you enjoyed our video today, showing you the day-to-day activity here at the farm. Sometimes it's not that glamorous, but it's stuff that needs to be done, and a lot of times people don't know what's done in the background. So this winter we're going to try a few different things in the BATO buckets. I always did Vortex beans, but this year I'm going to do some peas, some lima beans, and more broccoli and cauliflower. So we have a lot of interesting stuff coming up this fall. We have the BATO buckets, we're going to put our new pads in for our wet wall, and doing some maintenance. So we're going to start putting out 2 videos a week. So please like and subscribe. Leave any questions, comments, or suggestions down below.